Ladies, give him a big round of applause for that. Make some noise for Charles Miller. What's up, Sacramento? Yeah, this place is interesting. And the day that I've been here, I have been asked for money by 2 homeless white people. And I was like, you have an advantage in life. Why would I give you money? Like, you got a head start and still fumbled the bag. What are we doing? What are we doing? God, the airport was fucking crazy. Oh my God, so I hate flying. I fucking hate flying. It gives me anxiety. And literally right before the plane went off, 2 white men sitting in front of me decided to make jokes about the plane crashing. And I was like, this is why race relations will never happen. Because this is, what are we doing? Why would you talk, what? Shut the fuck up, Scott. Like, what are we doing? Some of us have shit to live for. Sorry about your broken marriage, but I would like to live. I don't know. Fuck. Man. I did come up here for a day because I have a day job. I hate my day job, but that's cool. I'm a barista. I'm the oldest barista west of the Mississippi, y'all. Because when you're a barista in your 20s, it feels, you have all this light in your eyes. You're like a fucking main character from La La Land. You're just fucking making lattes and figuring it out, right? But when you're a barista in your 30s, people just look at you like you just fucked up in life. Like, why are you still, And I work in a pretty gentrified part of Los Angeles, which is basically a vegan Skid Row at this point. So my day is made up of fighting off racist homeless people and staring at white people like they did something wrong. It's my favorite pastime. I had a white homeless man come to my place to work. He asked me for a cup of hot water. I was like, sure, here you go. He goes, thank you. White power. I was like, you're welcome. What the fuck? It's like, sir, you can't be here saying that shit. You gotta go. He goes, nigger Christmas. I was like, sir, you still need to leave. And the proper term is Kwanzaa. Thank you. Have a nice day. Educate yourself. He's not even the worst one. The worst one isn't even homeless. Actually, no, let's circle back to that. How you gonna be racist and homeless? Pick a struggle, bitch. Like, what are you doing? The fuck? Do you know how much gall you have to be calling someone a slur from your box? It's like, bitch, I'll take your blanket and wash it and wear it as a cape. Fuck you. Fuck. I had a woman recently tell me I should be nicer to them. She's like, you gotta have more empathy. You just gotta have more empathy. And I was like, you don't get a fucking pass to being racist just because you're homeless, bitch. Like, that's not how that works. Also, I'm under 5'9", bitch. Anybody can catch these hands. I start on easily, bitch. I might bite you. You don't know. The fuck? That homeless man came back and offered me crack the next day. That was cool. 7 in the morning. Apparently coffee's not the best part of waking up, y'all. Yeah, did you woo for crack? She's like, woo, crack addiction, yeah. Love it. No, but he came in the shop and he whipped out a crack pipe like it was a chalice. He's just like, hey man, you wanna hit? I was like, no, I have a nice cup of coffee. He's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. He's like, those rules don't apply to crack, son. Have a nice day. What are we doing? Educate yourself. He's not even the worst one. The worst one is a fucking rich white woman. Yeah. It's my favorite brand of white people. Yeah, so an Asian couple opened a cafe across the street. They painted it blue, right, for context. This woman comes up to the counter, she goes, "Hey, have you noticed the new cafe across the street?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "They painted it Chinese blue." I was like, "Bitch, what paint shop did you go to?" Because I have a lot of questions. Because I ain't never been in no Home Depot. I've been like, "Let me get that nigger black over there." Like, I would like a nice coat of oppression for my bedroom. White people crazy. At this point, I'm just convinced that like racism is like herpes for white people. There's 1 out of 4 of y'all just dormant, waiting for that first nigga to drop, and then all the fever blisters start popping up. I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna be looking at y'all white friends' lips when y'all leave here. Just also, all my coworkers are in their 20s, which is fucking weird. They just talk about TikToks and failed relationships. I'm like, bitch, I have heartburn. Leave me alone. Do you have Tums? I'm sorry, man. What is that? Is that a belt with a message on it? On your? It says pro cunnilingus. This whole time I've been talking, I'm like, what is this message on her pussy? What is this? I'm here for it. Are you guys together? She gotta wear a belt to get you to eat her pussy? That's what's going on? Are you just missing the flag? Is that what's going on? You know it's bad when your girl got a bit of belt above her coochie. She's like, look. I feel like that car ride home is gonna be long. What else is going on? Oh man, I know it's weird. The thing that they don't tell you about growing older in your 30s is that it's hard when you look like a buff 13-year-old because no one takes you seriously. I feel like I have the voice of a much taller man. Someone told me that I look like a Pokemon trainer. I took the wrong path in life. No, I can't shake that image. I do feel like I look like a final gym boss, right? Just, can't catch me, Ash. You know what I do? Like, honestly though, sometimes I do look at myself, I'm like, wow. If I were to like, you know, really take advantage of like my appearance, I could be the bait on How to Catch a Predator. Like, I could literally be, I could be a bait and the host for budget purposes. I could be Black Chris Hansen and just, like when they come in, just like, I'm in here. And they're like, why you touching kids, nigga? Fuck. Man, I hate growing older though, it's weird. Yeah, well, I think it's weird because like I grew up in a super traditional family. I grew up in Florida. I mean, it ain't that bad, god damn. We can't all be eating faces, like shit. Every time I tell someone I'm from Florida, they treat me like I like escaped some terrorist regime. I know, Florida's fucking terrible. I feel like Florida's what happens when you leave white people and they're cleaning out unattended for too long. Like, it's like Disneyland and The Deliverance. Like, there's no in between. But I was raised Baptist. I was raised very religious. And, yeah, I was raised super Baptist. Yeah, Southern Baptist. Yeah, you go to church on Sunday and you're gay on Monday. Yeah.
And you got those events too.
Yeah. Well, I don't trust your judgment. You were wooing that crack earlier. Yeah, you thought I forgot. Get you in the rehab, ma'am. Yeah, I was raised Baptist. A lot of the elders in my family, I feel like they don't consider comedy a real career because, like, I have this aunt, and I feel like every time we talk, I feel like she's like high-key trying to shade me because she's just always asking me the same redundant questions every time without fail. She's always like, hey, baby, how's LA? And I'm like, good. She's like, you still telling jokes? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you getting paid yet? I'm like, yes. And laughter. She's like, you met a nice girl yet? I'm like, bitch, you don't get me. Been through this shit. Don't be playing with me. I'm a 36-year-old black man from Florida. If I was straight, there'd be a baby and towing a fat white girl behind me. Maybe you guys have been to Florida. Yeah, every time. It's just a big white girl, real thin black man. A bunch of little Drakes and Rashida Joneses just running around. All their names are spelled Jaden with a Y. I did that joke in LA recently, and this white woman audibly scoffed. She goes, "Oh!" And her black boyfriend was sitting right next to her. And I looked over at him, he goes, "Oh, man." She looked like she fucked him to make her dad mad. I promise I'm gonna be much nicer to white people as the set goes along. She said, no. Oh man, the white devil. Rest of my set just ranting about oppression. Oh God. Oh man. My aunt was like, when did you know? Like, first of all, asking a queer person when they knew is very, very, very annoying. When you're straight, it's just like, what the fuck do you mean? When did you know, bitch? Like, so I just make shit up to piss her off. So last time she asked me, she's like, when did you know? I was like, when it touched my lip. That was when I knew. No turning back. Oh, like that was it's a good indicator. That's how you get out of Thanksgiving, y'all. Yeah. But if I had to really dig deep, like I had to give like a super like profound answer, I was like, when I knew, I would say it was probably during my straight career in high school. It was a very lucrative career, y'all. And me and my girlfriend at the time, we were trying to have sex. And it ended up being the equivalent of trying to open an uncooked clam with a half-boiled hot dog. I like to let that visual sit with people for a while. She's just, Yeah. It's like a fucked up game of Bop It. I was like, twist it. Pull it. She was like, you gay? I was like, cool. So I just politely braided her hair and sent her along the way, you know what I'm saying? And my girl looking crazy in these streets. No, but for real, I'm sick of niggas. Dating men is so ghetto. It's so ghetto, I hate them, I hate it. I'm about to marry a lesbian for good health insurance. I'm so tired of men. Oh my God. And we don't even we don't date no more. Like, gay men don't date. We don't have proper apps to meet today. We just have fuck apps. Thank you. We have Grindr? I ain't even gonna ask if y'all Grindr. I know half of this room is on Grindr. If I check my Grindr right now, this room's gonna sound like a fucking orchestrated symphony. Some of these women are looking at their boyfriends like, pussy belt gonna be looking at him like, is that why you don't do it? Grindr, I have a love-hate relationship with Grindr because it's like, 90% of the time that I'm on Grindr, I'm just being fetishized by white twinks all the time. Just hitting me up all the time. They're just like, hey man, you got some BBC? You got some BBC, man? You got some BBC, man? I hate you niggas got BBCs. Bunch of junkies. So I just send them clips of the Great British Baking Show. You know? 'Cause you're a soggy bottom. I'm really proud of that joke. I love the Great British Baking Show, okay? Let me tell you, that show is top tier alabaster entertainment. I love it. Love it. That show, I feel like that show is like a preview of what could be if white people were nicer. Like, you know, like, they're so nice. They're all super nice to each other. Every time someone has like a bad day, they're just like, oh, it's okay, Sharon, you just had a bad bake, and then they hug it out and cry. It's like, we can't have that. I wonder what like the American version of Great British Baking Show. I feel like if we had it here and I baked a bad cake, someone would just walk by me and be like, you had a bad bake, nigger, and then walk off.
It's called Nailed It.
They calling people niggers on Nailed It? Is that a white person speaking? Okay. Well, I would like my time back. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna need you to be an ally and wrap it up. God. I feel like browsing through Grindr is like browsing through an animal shelter. You're just looking for the least fucked up dog, but they're all fucked up. Yeah. It's like one long ass Sarah McLachlan commercial. But instead of a bunch of sad dogs, you just get a bunch of like sad dick pics. Could you imagine that infomercial at 3 in the morning? The last shot is just like a close up of some random scrotum. I did have a little bit of luck on Grindr though recently. I had a gentleman call her over, and he smoked me out. We had a great conversation, and then he proceeded to give me a blowjob, which I can describe as the 8th wonder of the world. Yeah. I almost took it off and gave it to him. Like, that was how good it was. So if you take this with you, I feel like all the straight men in here was like, I ain't never had my dick sucked like that. Jeez. I knew the head was amazing because I said G. Willikers when I came. True story. Do you know how good a blowjob has to be for you to be spouting Jim Crow era language? Almost put him in my basement. I was like, can't have you in these streets sucking other people's dick like this. Like, this is top tier. Once in a lifetime talent right here. You ever had your ass ate to a 90s alternative song? It was wild. It was like, black hole sun, you know. Oh, shit, come. And I did. It was great. It was great. Y'all fuck with uncut dick? Yeah? No? Maybe? She's looking at me like, sometimes. I don't know, man. It's something about a dick that hides from the world's responsibilities that I don't trust. I don't know. There might be a Glock under there. Who knows? I put men with uncut dicks, I put in the same category as men who don't wash their ass. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. What's under that hood? Smegma. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I alienated my uncut fans up in here. Now I feel like there's just gonna be a bunch of dudes sending me unwarranted uncut dick pics on Grindr tonight. I clean mines, buddy. God. Yeah. What else is going on? I got broken up with earlier this year. That was cool. No, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck that nigga. No, he broke up with me because his therapist said that he needed to focus on himself. So I was like, yeah. So the mature side of me was like, okay, man, go on your journey, get healed. But then the toxic part of me was like, if you just want to fuck your therapist, just say that. Because what are we doing? Because I don't remember Medi-Cal covering this bullshit. Would you marry a gay man for good health insurance? Yeah. We wouldn't have sex though. I would just touch your titty for validation every now and then. We'll have great conversation, I'll listen, and every now and then, right before you leave to go out to work, I'm like, hey babe, you're like, yeah, I'm like, whoop, love you, and then walk away. And then right as you drive off, I'm gonna fuck on the couch. Oh, I don't fucking cats like that. This is a black household. We can talk about that. You said cats plural. I was like, no. You okay? I feel like I lost the cunnilingless couple. Like, you guys are good. You gonna eat her pussy later? Probably. We gonna have to talk. Probably. You need to take that belt off and whoop his ass with it. What do you mean probably? Hell yeah. She's like, yeah, you better eat that cat. The fuck? I've had a fucking amazing time thoroughly grossing you guys out, man. Give it up for yourselves for coming out tonight. Yeah. There we go. My name is Chad Sparrow. That's my time. Thank you.
Let's keep going for Chaz Carter. Hey John, if you could, oh, never mind, Belle's here. I was gonna have you grab Belle. Thank you. Guys, round of applause.